Hello students, since we were not able to join the class today due to some network issue, now I will show you the remaining questions. Okay, up to question number 12 I have already explained you, but then also I will be explaining you from question number 12 of exercise 22.1. Number 12. See, it is given that PQ is perpendicular to RS. Can you see here, this is RS, and it is given that this PQ is perpendicular on it. PQ is perpendicular on it. Okay, PQ. Can you see PQ is perpendicular on RS? Okay, let me give the symbol. All right. Now we have to prove that PR square. Okay, we have to prove that PR square plus QS square is equal to QR square plus PS square. We need to prove this. Okay, so what is given? It is given that PQ is perpendicular to RS. Okay, alright. So in the figure itself, PR, PS, then QR, QS, all these are joined, isn't it? It is already given in the book. So now, since PQ is perpendicular to RS, and here the angle is given as O, can we see here 4 right angle triangles are there? 4 right angle triangles are there. So what we will do? In each of them we will apply Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So in triangle, or we can write applying Pythagoras theorem in triangle POR. In triangle POR. See what we will get? In this triangle, if you apply Pythagoras, what is the hypotenuse here? PR is the hypotenuse. PR square will be equal to OP square plus OR square. Let this be equation 1. So similarly in triangle, the next triangle is what? QS. See, according to this one you will go QOS. Okay, in triangle QOS, QS square will be equal to OQ square plus OS square. That is the equation 2. In triangle QOR, what you will get? QR square will be equal to OQ square plus OR square. That is the equation number 3. And finally, the last triangle. What is the last triangle? POS. Okay, see, I am looking at here. Okay, PS. Obviously, PS square will be taken from which triangle? From POS. So we will take POS. What you will get? PS square will be equal to OP square plus OS square. And this is the equation number 4. Done? Okay. So now, see, we will try to solve the left hand side. From left hand side, we will try to find out the right hand side. Okay, so let us take LHS. In LHS, what is given? PR square plus QS square. Okay, now PR square. Can you see here? PR square is equal to what? OP square plus OR square. So OP square plus OR square. Then after that, QS square. QS square we can write as what? OQ square. OQ square plus what? OS square. Done. After that, what we will do? We will be rearranging. Okay, we will be rearranging in this way. See, look at the answer. What is there? QR is there, no? QR square is there. What is QR square? QR square is equal to OQ square plus OR square. Can we see here OQ square and OR square? Yes, these two, isn't it? So these two will be making one group. OQ square plus OR square. Done. So these two we have brought here. Now these two are left now. So these two how you write? The remaining two will be writing as it is, OS square. and this way. Okay. Now in place of OQ square plus OR square, in place of OQ square plus OR square, see, OQ square plus OR square is equal to what? QR square. So we can write here QR square. Okay. And the next one, OP square plus OS square. OP square plus OS square is equal to what? PS square. See, it is already given here. It is PS square. So we'll write here as PS square. Okay. Alright. So can you see here? This is what? This is in the right hand side or not? Yes. So from the left hand side we have got what? We have got the right hand side. Therefore PR square plus QS square will be equal to QR square plus PS square. Hence proved. Is it clear? Okay. So here don't forget to write something here. PR square is equal to OP square plus OR square, where we have written in equation 1, isn't it? And QS square, in place of QS square we have written this part, no? OQ square plus OS square, where we got? So this one, equation number 2. So here it is necessary, it is very important to write from 1 and 2. Okay. After that, finally, after arranging OQ and OR here and OP and OS here, OQ plus OR, in place of OQ plus OR we have written QR square now. How do we came to know? From equation number 3. And OP square plus OS square is equal to PS square. How do we came to know? From equation number 4. Okay. So in place of here, in this step we will write from 3 and 4. Is it clear? Understood? Okay. So we'll continue the next question. Now this is the next video, okay, of question number 13. Question number 13. See what is given. In rhombus ABCD, we have to prove that AC square plus BD square equal to 4 BC square. So this is very important question, okay. It is a very important question. Now we all know what is a rhombus. Rhombus is a four-sided figure, closed figure. Rhombus is a four-sided closed figure having 4 equal sides. Each of the sides are equal. Isn't it? Isn't it? So we got before also. Now let me draw one rhombus. This is a rhombus. You have to draw in such a way that all the sides are equal. It may not look perfect here, but when you draw it should be perfect since you will be using scale and pencil. Okay. So let us suppose ABCD is the rhombus. Okay. ABCD is the rhombus. Now after this we will draw the diagonals also. AC and BD. Okay. Let them intersect each other at O. Let them intersect each other at O. Okay. So now we have to write here given ABCD is a what? Rhombus. What we have to prove? We have to prove that AC square plus BD square is equal to 4 BC square. 4 BC square. Okay? Alright. So now in a rhombus, okay, in a rhombus there is a property. In a rhombus there is a property that the diagonals bisect each other. Okay, the diagonals bisect each other means what? AC will divide BD equally. Okay, diagonal AC will be dividing diagonal BD equally. This OB and OD will be equal. Okay, similarly BD is the other diagonal. BD will be dividing AC equally. So OA and OC also will be equal to each other. Okay. Alright. Now they will be bisecting each other. The diagonals will be bisecting each other perpendicularly. Not only they will be bisecting each other, they will be bisecting each other perpendicularly. Okay, this diagonal and this diagonal will be forming 90 degree at the point of intersection. At the point of intersection, they will be forming 90 degree. Remember it, okay? Okay. So we have to write here, since diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other perpendicularly. Therefore, we can say that OC will be half of what? OC will be half of AC. Can we say? Yes, we can say, because AO and OC are equal. If AO and OC are equal, then obviously one part will be half of the whole, isn't it? Okay. And OB also will be what? OB is this one. OB will be half of what? OB is half of what? BD. Okay. So we can write BD by 2. BD by 2. Okay. Alright. Now, I told you the diagonals bisect each other perpendicularly. So this angle is 90 degree. Can we consider this triangle as right angle? Yes, we can consider. So we can say, in applying Pythagoras theorem in triangle BOC. Now we will apply Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So Pythagoras theorem, generally we write the hypotenuse square in the left hand side. This time we will write the sum of the squares of the other two sides in the right hand side. So can we write OB square plus OC square, or we can write OC square plus OB square. Same thing, OC square plus OB square is equal to BC square. Can we write BC is the hypotenuse? Can you see here in this triangle? BC is the hypotenuse. So BC square is equal to OB square plus what? OC square. Isn't it? We can write. Okay. So in place of OC, what is OC? OC is what? AC by 2. So in place of OC, we'll write AC by 2. And in place of OB, what is OB? It is BD by 2. We can write BD by 2 whole square. Okay. Alright. Now, let us come to here. AC square, when you open the bracket, AC square by 2 will become what? AC square by 4. Similarly here, what you will get? BD square by 4 will be equal to what? BC square. Now, let us take LCM. What will be the LCM? 4 will be the LCM. Since the denominators of each of the fractions are same with the LCM, so the numerators will be written in this way, equal to BC square. And finally we got AC square plus BD square equal to what? 4 BC square. Is that clear? So this is what we are asked to prove. Okay? Understood? Alright. So now we'll be doing the next question. Okay? So hello students, let us do question number 14. See, I'm making different video, okay, so that I can upload it very fast. Okay? Otherwise, if I do all this, then the size will be very huge. Okay, so in order to upload that file, it will take a longer time. So I've done one by one. Okay. In the adjacent diagram, one diagram is given. Let me draw the diagram. Without diagram, We cannot do this, okay? So in exam also it is better you draw the diagram. So it is given that this is AB, this is C and this is D, okay? And this angle is 90 degree, this is also what, 90 degree, okay? Alright. So now we have to prove that AC square plus CD square equal to BD square plus AB square. Okay. So now since these two angles are 90 degree, we can say that triangle ABC and triangle BDC are right angle. So we will apply Pythagoras theorem in both. Okay. So simply you write to prove what we have to prove. AC square plus CD square equal to BD square plus AB square. In your copy you write in full form. I am just writing the short form. Okay. Alright. So now in right triangle ABC. ABC is a right angle triangle, isn't it? AC is the hypotenuse. So AC square will be equal to what? AC square. What is the other two sides? AB and BC. So AB square plus what? BC square. That is the equation number 1. Okay. Now the other one, this triangle. There also will apply Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So here we will do one thing by Pythagoras theorem. Okay, by Pythagoras theorem. And in right triangle, what is the other triangle? BDC. Okay, BD is the hypotenuse. Okay, so this time let me write BD, the hypotenuse, in the right hand side. It can be written. Okay, so here also we will write what? Pythagoras theorem. Okay, alright. What will be the left hand side? In the left hand side, what will be there? CD and BC will be there. BD we have already written here. BD was the hypotenuse of this triangle. So BD square we have written here. BC square plus CD square will be writing here. Okay. BC square plus CD square. Why I am writing is very simple. So that in this one, what we have to prove? AC square plus CD square. Now AC square we have it already here. So now what we will do? CD square BC, if you send other side, then it will become what? BD square minus BC square. So here also in the right hand side, what we say? In the left hand side we have CD square. In the left hand side what we have? AC square. Just to bring AC square and CD square in the left hand side, what we have done? We have done in this way. Because we have AC square plus CD square here now. So AC square, from the first triangle itself, AC square, the hypotenuse square will be equal to the sum of the squares of the other two. And in triangle BDC, the hypotenuse we have written in this side. Okay, alright. Otherwise the sides will be different. BD will be here and CD will be other side. So it is better we do it in this way only. So now this will be equation number 2. Now what we will do? We will simply adding 1 and 2. We get, see, I told you, whenever you add two equations, we have to add the left hand sides first. AC square plus what? CD square. Done, left hand sides added. After that we have to add the right hand sides. AB square plus BC square plus what is in the right hand side of equation 2? BD square minus what? BC square. So now plus BC square minus BC square cancel, and finally we got what? AB square plus what? BD square. See what we are asked to prove? BD square plus AB square. So we got the proof, isn't it? So simply we can write now AC square plus it is very simple. It's very simple. Okay. Alright. Now the last one you try it by yourself. Okay. If you are not able to do, I'll be showing you in the next class. Okay. So till then you practice these questions. Okay. Okay. Bye bye.